Hello, my name's Kate. Do you like superheroes? I love superheroes. In fact, I've got some superheroes here. Can you see? I've got Wonder Woman, and I've got Superman, and I've got Supergirl, and I've got the Flash, and over here is Batman. Now, have you ever noticed that as well as being superheroes, often they also have a sort of normal life, a more ordinary life. And as well as having their superhero name, they sometimes have another name as well. So Superman is Clark Kent, for example. And of course, Batman is also Bruce Wayne. And have you also noticed that they never get recognised when they're not in their superhero outfits? So when Superman has not got his cape on and he's not flying around in the sky and he puts his glasses on and goes to work at the Daily Planet, no one looks at him and goes, "Hey, Clark Kent, you look a bit like that Superman except with glasses on." And when Batman, or Bruce Wayne, is being Batman and he's driving around in his Batmobile, no one ever says to him, "Hey, Batman, your voice sounds a little bit like that millionaire Bruce Wayne's voice." They seem to go unrecognised, despite the fact that to us it seems perfectly obvious that Superman is also Clark Kent and that Batman is also Bruce Wayne. And in fact, if you just take their masks off, well, it's sort of obvious. In our story today from the Bible, Jesus is walking along the road with two of his friends. And as they're walking along, they're talking and chatting. And you would think, wouldn't you, that if they were Jesus' friends, that they would recognise him a mile away. That they'd say, "Your voice sounds a little bit like our friend Jesus." Or, "The way you walk looks a bit like Jesus walked." Just a minute, it is Jesus. But they don't. They don't recognise him at all. He goes completely unrecognised. A little bit like Clark Kent when he puts his glasses on, no one knows he's Superman. And a little bit like Bruce Wayne when he's got his mask on, everyone thinks he's Batman. I wonder if sometimes Jesus goes unrecognised in our lives as well. I wonder if sometimes as we're so busy, we don't always see where Jesus is in our day-to-day lives. Sometimes we have to look very, very carefully because we can't see Jesus, but we can see his Holy Spirit at work in us every single day. And sometimes we can recognise Jesus in the people around us. Not that they look like him, they might not have a beard, for example. Not that they sound like him, and certainly don't sound like a man who lived 2,000 years ago. But we might see Jesus in the things that they do, in the way that they speak, in the words that they use. We can say, they're kind, they're good, they speak of love. That's just what Jesus did. So when you're struggling to recognise Jesus, have a really good look and a really good listen. Because if you do, you might just see and might just hear Jesus' words in the people around you. Thanks for listening.